Hello everyone, my name is Kitty Kazoo, and today I'm redesigning my first OC, I guess, back from 2011, so 6 years ago. You can see her on screen now. Honestly, calling her an original character is a bit of a stretch, but at the very least she's a character I drew more than once. You can see here that I redesigned her a year later, but my redesign is still terrible, so I'm completely ignoring it today. At least I later on learned how to spell anime, unlike in the first drawing. First, I started by simply redrawing this girl very loosely in a sketchy style. I even used colored pencils to connect the two more clearly. I didn't really feel like drawing her face yet though, because it felt like what I was going to do was just going to be obvious, and there wasn't really any need to go into drawing it for just planning. And in fact, I just left that to the final illustration. After that, I just rambled off some thoughts on what kind of a person she might be, writing how she might be girly, outgoing, friendly, that she likes to dress up, so on and so forth. I intended to use this later in making her pose more interesting, but I'll get back to that. The next obvious step was to actually redesign her. I used my sketch before as a reference and just made changes to things that I thought were boring. I gave her cute puffed sleeves to make it a bit more cutesy and changed the nature of the skirt, giving her a petticoat underneath. I kept the wide band around the waist because even after 6 years, that's a style I'm partial to. I changed the bow to be like a huge loose mash of ribbon. I don't know why, I just felt like it. Once again, I threw in some color to get my ideas out. I should also note that I redesigned her with the idea in mind that she is in somewhere kind of cold, or at least cooler of a temperature, perhaps in the late fall. I gave her tights and boots to reflect this, along with the long sleeves maintained from the original design. Now on to the actual illustration. As I mentioned, I meant to use those things I wrote about her to give her an interesting pose. So I started out having her twirl around using a reference, but I just couldn't get it to work. She ended up in a very boring pose with a mild facial expression, which is very disappointing. I was feeling pretty uninspired, since just before this I had recorded a different speed draw only for the drawing to turn out quite ugly, and I had to scrap hours of work. So anyway, as me from a few hours ago toils away on screen, I'd like to tell you a bit about my plans for the coming month. As usual, I'm going to be participating in Inktober again, for the 3rd time. However, this is the first time that I'm participating in something I found called 31 Witches. It's a list of prompts you can use to design a witch each day of October, I guess for those who don't know what to do for Inktober. I've been planning on doing this for months, and now at last I will be able to. I will be posting my daily drawings on DeviantArt and Twitter, and at the end of the month we'll go on a tour through all of my drawings, in a video here on YouTube. Due to Inktober, I doubt whether I'll be able to get videos out very much, if any, over the next month, so be prepared for that in case I don't have any time. In the description, I'll have links to the official Inktober website, the tweet that lists the 31 Witches prompts I'm using, as well as a link to my old Inktober video from last year, back before I did commentary regularly. With that, this drawing is done. It's not the best, but it is, at the very least, improvement. Hopefully, if I ever revisit this character again, I'll feel more motivated to give her an interesting pose or even a name, but since OCs aren't really my thing, I doubt it. Anyway, thank you for watching, and good luck on your spooky October endeavors. Bye!